path, but a lot of people don't really have that, and then also just a lot of people these days don't really seem to care, so it doesn't really help in their motivation.
Yeah, I agree. A lot of people
Not even, like-
nowadays don't care, but it's a good thing that Camcam agreed with me that the hard path is usually the better path. Because like you know, something for example, like letting someone just
So wait a
walk
minute,
off
then
a
why
cliff.
are you a Madara supporter?
No, like someone walking off a cliff, like that'd be the easy thing to do, just to like sit back and let that happen. But to step in, to do the right thing, that's the hard thing to do. But because it's the right thing to
You're digging
do,
yourself a hole here because Madara and Obito are supporting the easy path, not the hard path. Whereas Naruto's going against it, be saying the hard path is
Anyway,
they're
better.
ignore
supporting
the
the
white man
right path,
talking.
not the. Actually, that's completely
Amen.
wrong because it'd be the easy path just to not do anything compared to the hard path, which
Dude,
is
it's
to
not
go
about
against
not
all
doing
over the
anything.
world.
It's not about not doing anything. It's the fact that the infinite Tsukoyomi is the easy path, whereas actually solving the problem is the hard path.
There is no solving the problem
There's
I think that's
mitigating
Prove
just
it.
giving
though.
up, bro.
in reality. To solve the problem in reality would be to change reality. It wouldn't be reality anymore.
What is the problem?
You tell me. You're the one that brought up the
Problems that they're
problem.
fighting. Just freaking understand each other and stop fighting. Problem solved.
Okay, for people to not do that, they wouldn't be human anymore.
Not necessarily.
But
You missed the point
anyways,
about the. This is something I want to save this for a future discussion, but you missed the point on the conflict thing that Madara
yeah,
says.
save
What
it
did
for
I
a
say?
future
What
Because
did I miss?
conflict doesn't have to be killing each other.
I agree.
It just has to be conflict, a challenge, something you overcome. Winning, having a track race is a form of conflict. Winning it is overcoming that conflict. Trying to bench press 300 pounds when you haven't done it before is a conflict. You have a weight pushing against you that you're trying to push against, and you try to overcome the conflict. It's a challenge. That's all that is.
You
It
say
doesn't
it.
have to be killing each other.
You say it like Madara didn't try though. He did try to build up the Leaf Village. He tried to live within the Leaf Village. It just didn't work out. He did try Hashirama's way, and even at the very end, he
No,
didn't
he didn't,
concede.
really.
No,
Hashirama.
he literally gave up.
He just sold.
What? Yeah. What did he give up? What did he give up?
As soon as he saw that people were like, "Oh, nobody really wants to follow me. I'm not gonna be able to be Hokage. This is a
You know,
bad. This
not
was a bad
everybody's meant
idea.
to be
I
leaders,
give up."
man.
You have
he
to
gave
start
up. He didn't-
trying to give up.
No, but Oodie, but this is the thing. What Saran's saying gets into a point that I think you just don't get.
Like
Madara
never
doesn't want to
truly-
save the world because he wants to save the world. It's because he wants to be able to be the savior. He wants to think to himself, I'm the savior. That's what Madara wants. He doesn't care
big
if
narcissist.
Danzo
behavior.
is in the Infinite
Completely
Tsukuyomi.
disagree.
He cares that he launched the Infinite Tsukuyomi. He doesn't care if Obito. He doesn't want Obito to launch it because he doesn't care if Teiuchi's in the Infinite Tsukuyomi. All he cares about is that he did it. It's for him.
Yeah.
He's
Otherwise,
selfishly...
why would he? Otherwise, why would he want to stop Obito from doing it himself? Why? Because he wants to be the one to do it. He wants to be the savior.
So
Why
is
do
he
you
mad
think
when
Obito?
nobody's
Why do you
supporting
think?
him?
Why does
is
everyone
he-
think
why-
Madara would
Oodie,
stop Obito?
Oodie.
He wasn't going to stop Obito.
He literally
You're
said he was going
crazy.
Literally,
No, he literally
he was
doesn't.
he was literally going to.
No, he wasn't
was.
going to. You're
He was
crazy.
being stopped
Obito
by-
was
No,
about
he was-
to start the Infinite Tsukuyomi. If the Alliance didn't stop him, Obito starts it. He was minutes
He
away from
literally
doing
says,
it.
"Thank you, Naruto.
You're wrong.
You
You're
saved
wrong.
me the trouble of dragging the Biju out of Obito."
Exactly,
thanks
which means
Naruto
he
for doing it
planned on
for him.
fighting. He planned on fighting Jubito in order to take it out of him to restart the process so he can do it himself.
You're
If he
ignoring the
didn't care,
context.
Also,
This is
Oodie,
after
he
they'd
also-
already
No,
stopped
Oodie,
the Infinite
Oodie.
Tsukuyomi.
No, Oodie. Also, he tells Hashirama, but one he's referring to the whole plan. He said, "But one thing's
and
off.
I will be the
The
one,
one
to
who shall
accomplish
achieve it is
Yeah.
me."
I shall be the one to accomplish
Yeah,
it. Yes.
That's what
Awesome.
Madara cares about. That's why he's mad.
Exactly.
He can't.
He's
Even his clan
mad.
doesn't trust him to
He-
be
Oh,
the
he was
savior.
mad
That's why
about
he
it.
wants
Like,
to destroy the village.
He knows that Obito was trying to achieve the same thing that he did, but every single time you see him talk about it, it's always him, it's always it's always this, because he wants to be the one to actually do it. He doesn't want Obito to do it.
He can say that. It doesn't mean he's not going to actually stop Obito.
He literally
It's just
says
something
he
he
was going.
says.
So because of what you think, you're going to disagree with what Madara says himself? That is weird. That's just weird.
Based on
Like,
I'm
Madara
no,
says,
I'm believing
"I
in
will be the
Madara's
one to do
actions
it."
over Madara's words. If Madara says something contradictory, I'm just gonna
Okay.
go with his actions.
Well, you know, just
His
His
actions
actions-
was literally that he was going
That's
to
just
fight
fact.
Literally
Obito.
thinks to
That's
Oodie,
why he
thinks
wanted
to
the sage mode
himself.
from Hashirama.
You know,
He
Mello,
just
just
couldn't
debating
stand
Madara for the
him.
38th time in a row. You know, nothing
Yes,
new,
and-
nothing different.
Yeah.
He literally thinks to himself about how this is the problem that Obito's become this strong, and how he's thinking about how he's gonna take him down because he wants to do it.
That's just a
What's
lie.
are you guys talking about him taking Obito down? Is that the topic?
No, okay. The point is that Madara wants to do the infinite Tsukuyomi himself, and that if
Hey,
Naruto and everyone didn't stop Obito,
my
Madara
gosh.
wanted,
This
he
is even
intended
better.
on
This is
taking
even better.
Obito down.
Okay,
Oh,
he
again,
can want
yet
it, but
again.
he's not
No,
going to
no, no, no,
actually
no,
do it
no,
because he
not
wants
true.
the
Let's
infinite
Not true.
Tsukuyomi
talk.
more.
Let's our talk. We know your
Again,
take. Oodie.
yet again. Why did Madara want to have Rinne rebirth in order to stop Obito from achieving the infinite Tsuki himself? Obito was going to do it. He was going to. Madara was actively trying to stop Obito from doing it so he can do it himself. That's why he wanted to be revived.
Bro, he's
So
not going to
he can
rely
achieve it
on Obito.
himself.
He's going to keep going, assuming Obito's going to fail anyways. If Obito never fails, it doesn't matter.
That's not true. He literally trusted
It literally
Obito
does
to
matter
do
to
things.
him. It literally
Like,
matters
Dude,
to him.
he wants both. He wants both for the infinite Tsukuyomi to happen and for him to start it. But he prioritizes the infinite Tsukuyomi happening
No.
over him doing it.
No. He
I
prioritizes him
don't
doing
think
it.
so.
Completely disagree.
Yeah.
And we're just going to disagree on that, no matter what.
Oodie, he blatantly makes it so clear as day that he planned on
Clear
Like,
as
it's so
day.
taking
clear.
Obito down.
No,
What a
I think
joke.
if you ask majority of people will agree with me and Kamui. Like majority. Because it's just in his narcissistic behavior.
If there was any risk at stopping the infinite Tsukuyomi, he's not doing it.
he will
No,
literally
if it
stop
stops,
so he can do it
if
himself.
it isn't him doing it, he will stop it until it's him doing it. That's
If
how
the
he
infinite
is.
Tsukuyomi is already in active process, he's not stopping that.
No,
Because he
I
can't,
guarantee.
well, at
he
that
would
point, he can't
undo it
really
and
stop
redo
it.
it.
But...
He would
Alliance
undo it
did.
and redo it if he could.
If there was no risk of doing that, sure.
Well, what would be the risk? He just
What
does
would
it
be the
after.
point?
There's no risk. There is no risk. He wants to do it himself. That's all he cares about.
Nonsense.
That's the main point. No, that's literally
Utter
the main point.
absolute
It's the
is
main
that he
point of-
wants-
That's the main
No,
thing of
the
Madara's
main-
characterization.
Oh,
Exactly.
because you know Madara's character more than me now.
Yeah, clearly, because you always
At
ignore
this
these
point,
main
it
things.
seems like it.
Mello, what do you think? Was Madara going to stop Obito if Obito was about to activate Infinite Tsukuyomi? He's like 20 seconds from doing it. Is Madara just
if
being like,
Naruto
no?
and everyone didn't stop Obito, if they weren't able to stop Obito, is Madara going to try and stop Obito himself? Whether or not
Yes.
he could, it doesn't matter. Will he
literally
try?
Will. He will.
Um,
He knows.
so
well,
yeah, my initial answer would be yes, but I do kind of want to like maybe there's some nuance here for Oodie's side. I don't know. I'm playing devil's advocate, I guess. Is there like a scene? Because I don't remember.
There isn't
Particularly in the anime to where he like he attempts to go do it, like to stop it. Because like I think I remember Hashirama was trying to stop it, and then Madara stopped Hashirama.
Yeah, so what Madara does
Madara
is
wants
he
to
just
fight
sits
Hashirama,
down
but he
and
thinks about how he needs to
smiles.
stop Obito.
Yeah, he sits down and smiles and watches Obito succeed, is what he does. For like 20
No, he
episodes
doesn't.
straight.
He thinks to himself about how it's a Oh my god, I'm cooking. It's kind of problem here, but
No, you are not cooking right now.
He's
No,
definitely cooking. He's definitely
I'm
cooking.
literally cooking food right now, and when I'm
That's
done,
the only thing
I'm going to
you're cooking.
find
Wait,
all the pages
so-
for you.
You're also cooking. As well.
But does that scene actually happen? Because am I misremembering it? Like
Which scene?
everyone's trying to run to Obito to stop it from happening.
They're not stopping the
and-
infinite Tsukuyomi from happening. He's not
Madara
even launching
stopped
it yet.
Hashirama
Or-
likely because Madara just wants to fight Hashirama because that's what he's been waiting for.
Maybe I'm misremembering. Because like who's the one? I'm talking about the one where like Minato slashes Obito. Because maybe I'm like in a
Yeah.
different place in the series.
That's when Obito absorbs the
Um,
Ten Tails. What Madara was trying to get him to do was to perform Rinne Rebirth on Madara, because Madara is still Edo Tensei at that point. because Madara
Yeah.
wanted to absorb the Ten Tails himself. But it doesn't matter because Madara smiles when Obito absorbs the Ten Tails. Either way, the Ten
No,
Tails
he's.
is absorbed.
Oh my god.
Wait,
In
wait,
an
when is
effort
the
for the
series-
end
What
of
a
Tsukuyomi.
failure.
Like the war arc is so fucking long. Like Jesus, when in the series does he actually attempt to Obito attempt to cast Infinite Tsukuyomi? I don't even remember.
He never does. She starts making preparations. He never attempts
He
to cast
says verbatim, it's happening in like less than 4 minutes.
Yeah, that's true.
Like the eye is
Wait, wait,
already
wait,
open.
Was this when
aimed at the
Naruto
moon.
and was this when
He made
Naruto
the
and Sasuke were
preparations,
like
he didn't cast it.
majestic attire? Like, give me like a timeline so I can like jog my memory.
Jay, can you clarify something here for us, if you know?
Yeah, honestly, I'd probably have to reread that specific part too. I don't remember like the exact like sequence of events with that. I know for sure Madara. This is what I will say. More than likely, we could almost say definitively, he'd rather him do it than Obito. But as far as would he have stopped Obito from doing the Infinite Tsukuyomi, I doubt that. I think there's a combination of both. He's certainly narcissistic. I do believe he'd rather him be the Ten Tails Jinchuriki and him do the Infinite Tsukuyomi. But if Obito were the one to do the Infinite Tsukuyomi, I don't think he'd try to stop that. But I do
So
think
I'm
he'd
just
rather
gonna
him
go
do it.
ahead and
What do you think
screenshot
that he would
multiple
care?
panels.
I think
Like,
that's a
he would
perfect
have,
word.
He
He
would
would.
about-
it.
I
This
think
is the
he would
problem.
absolutely. He would rather do it, but he's not going to stop it just because he'd rather do it.
No, hold on. Let me find
Yeah,
all.
I would
of
like to see the panels because I don't.
Found
really-
one.
I need to
I'm
see
just
it
gonna
too.
send you as many as I can find. I know of at least 3 that I want to look for. I don't know the chapter. I found one, but I'm sending all 3 at
Okay.
once when I find all 3.
Yeah. By the
who
way,
was that? Who was just talking? Was that your guest?
Yeah.
I think I
Yeah.
agree with what he's saying, more or less. But yeah, because you could even say like maybe like no matter what Obito does, Obito is put into motion by Madara. So if you want to like stroke his ego, like, hey, I put you in motion, so your accomplishments are my accomplishments ultimately. So maybe you can make that.
Yeah, but
argument,
Madara
too.
doesn't look at it
That
way.
that
He-
would be the mental gymnastics that Madara tries to make if that were to happen, but he still says multiple times that he wants to do it.
Okay, fair enough.
Like this
we'll
is
see the
my
panels.
dream. Like,
Yeah, he'd definitely rather do it for sure.
well,
Also,
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Madara-
fist through all like 20 chapters.
Also,
of this.
Oodie,
It's like,
Madara. Okay.
like Mello said, like everyone else said, Madara makes no attempt
Oh.
ever to go stop Jubi Obito. In fact, he only goes after Hashirama. In fact, he
You're
arguably
wrong about the
defends.
style, Oodie.
He tells
The
him
God
it's
Tree.
You're wrong
fine
about
for
the
now.
style, Oodie.
I'm wrong
Like,
about
it's
what?
fine
You're
for
wrong
now.
about
We
the
can
style.
fight. Don't worry
You're
about
wrong
it. I
about
don't
when
tend-
Madara smiles and why he smiles.
Oh, I didn't say why he smiles. I just said he does
What?
smile, but I'm not wrong about when.
Well, you,
Oh,
well,
sorry,
you seem-
sorry. Hang on, Camcam, go ahead. What were you trying to say, Camcam? Go ahead, Camcam. The
you
floor is
seem-
yours.
You implied that Madara smiled because Obito absorbed the Ten Tails, which isn't true. And that seems to be what your
He literally says,
implication
"What a
was.
failure!"
Oh,
Like,
it's-
what
oh,
he was
okay.
doing
He says-
failed.
So
He
it
says,
seems.
what a failure because he failed to commit Rene Rebirth in order to revive himself.
Uh-huh.
So he's saying, what a failure, but... And then he
But-
smiles.
But what? But what?
But what? It's not like he just saw, it's not like he just saw Obito absorb the Ten Tails.
Okay, so oh man, what a failure Rene Rebirth was. But I'm gonna smile because Obito absorbed the 10,000.
Oh,
Thank
he
you for
says,
making
but, oh,
my
well.
point
No,
for
oops,
me.
Oops, he said,
well.
but oh well. Sorry.
Lol.
I went to the next page. He said, oh well.
Oh, okay. So oh well.
Oh well.
So
I
oh yeah.
failed.
So oh well
Oh,
what?
well.
Oh well what? Oh well. Oh
he's
well. I
double
failed.
downing.
So he wanted to fail. So he's smiling because he failed. Is what you're telling me.
No, he's saying, oh well, I failed. Guess
He's
we
like
should try
blaspheming,
some-
like,
I guess
Oh,
Oh
I
man.
guess we should
Okay.
try
So
something
if
else.
it's such an oh well I failed, why is he smiling? If it's such a big failure for him.
Kind of funny.
He
He's
finds
not worried
failing
about
funny.
it.
Man,
Uh,
remember
he's
when
not worried
Naruto?
about it.
Remember when Naruto woke up after losing Sasuke and he just started laughing? Oh man, I guess Orochimaru is gonna eat Sasuke now.
Naruto
Haha.
I guess Naruto's Madara, sorry. Because, like, from this distance, it looks like Obito is dead. He doesn't know that he is alive.
Man, remember
And
when Kamui said he was
nobody knew
gonna
that he
post
was-
panels and then he just didn't?
Nobody knew that he was going to absorb the Ten Tails. There's no way Madara could have precogged that in his brain.
It wasn't
So
part of
it
his plan.
can't be that he was going to absorb the Ten Tails. He's saying, oh well, because, like, I attempted to do something, I failed, that sucks. Smirk. That's it.
That's so contradictory. That sucks. Smirk is polar opposites of one another. Hey, Kamui, how's those panels coming along?
I
Naruto
found
from
3. There's a
Naruto.
4th
I
one
don't know what you want
coming.
me to
Give
do.
my boy
have-
time.
I told you
What
I'm doing all of them
mercy.
at once. I have one more left.
All
It's
right,
okay,
hold on.
Kamui.
I'll just
You-
post this.
It's okay, baby
sequence.
girl. You keep working, okay?
Man, remember when there's like 4 minutes for the infinite Tsukoyomi to happen, and then Madara is like explaining
It's not.
Kaguya to Hashirama?
First of all, Madara says 15, not 4.
Ooh.
So you were wrong about 4. That never happened.
It probably did happen. You're just looking at a
Oodie.
different
Yeah,
part.
I'm literally going through
Noragami
every single
chapters
page.
just dropped.
I thought
repeat,
it ended.
Noragami chapters just dropped.
Like a month ago.
What?
I know you said
No,
the
what-
second to final chapter came out. I thought the final chapter came out too, like weeks ago.
No, okay. Now news is the last chapter is gonna drop in January. So I'm like, does anybody know? Does anybody know? Do any
Oh my
What are you referring
Japanese
to?
speakers know?
Crazy.
The last chapter of what?
Noragami.
I don't know what that is.
Obito looks cool.
It's the series with the god guy and then the girl that
Yato?
has an
Yato?
ending at this end of the story.
It's so
What?
stressful right now. It's
That's
so
what it's-
stressful. Oh my god.
Why is
Oh,
there,
yeah,
a
so
twerk-
it's
why is
right
there a
definitely an
twerking
ending.
chicken on your thing here?
Because
Okay,
apparently
so
that's
yeah, I
just
was-
me, because I was scared earlier.
I was right.
Yeah.
Madara stops Hashirama from going after Jubito because Madara wants to play with Hashirama
Uh-huh.
best
Yeah.
friend and whatnot.
Yeah.
You just say, like, it doesn't matter. We're at Otensei. We'll just regenerate if we
Okay,
get hit.
so he cares
worry
more
about
about playing with Hashirama than he does about stopping Infinite Tsukuyomi.
Because he's going to do it himself later on. Like, he plans on just doing it himself.
He literally says it later.
Okay.
No,
But
you
he
can't
thinks
say
he
you can't
can.
say that. He literally says it later. You can't.
Yeah, and I
You can
remember when
argue-
Naruto gave up on Sasuke because he'll just save him later.
Do you
Sorry,
guys have
I'm,
the
like,
panels?
chewing directly into the mic.
Hold on.
No,
I have
they
one
don't.
More. I'm just going to screenshot. I have multiple that just imply he's going to stop him. I just want to get this last one.
Yeah, because maybe you think he might imply that he could stop him. Yeah, he definitely is planning on stopping
No.
him.
Hold on.
Crazy.
Yeah, I just don't remember all that much.
No, you do. It just
yeah.
doesn't exist.
Oh.
Yes,
I
it
guess
does.
I guess I do remember.
Literally, it does
Like, oh.
exist.
Yes, I found it. Yes, lovely.
Which
Yes,
one?
this is
Alright.
The
so
last
gonna
one?
prove my
Where he
point,
says
guys.
you saved me the trouble.
All right.
Which one?
So, anyways, I'll post these ones just in case. Oh, that's irrelevant now. But this is shortly after Jubito started making lots of moves towards getting closer
Probably
to
one of
achieving
the
his
ones
goal.
that
Like
has.
This isn't
very
the next
shortly
page.
after.
This is just slightly scrolling down to the next panel.
That's
there's
how
more
it's
Gami if
framed
anybody
in
wants
this
to read it.
thing.
He's also frowning before he, smiling before he says, "Oh well." He's saying, "What a failure!" Smirk, but he smirks before he even says "but."
How do you know that's what it? What? How do you know?
You read from
I
right
get
to
it.
left in Japanese. Just look at the panel. Have you never been a mangaka? No, you haven't. So no, you don't know. I have been, Sauron.
He
You've
could
been just
be smiling and
everything,
say,
huh?
"What a failure!" But like, what? Okay.
Alright.
Anyways,
Not all the ones I was
Yeah,
looking
so-
for.
Great job not
here it is.
countering my
as
point at
soon
all,
as
Sauron.
As soon as Obito starts making advances, Madara says, "I don't have much time left, but there's something I gotta do. I'm taking a chunk of
Okay,
you."
Kamui.
And he was going to take a chunk of he was going to take a chunk of Hashirama and attempt to go stop Obito so he can achieve his goal.
Yes.
So it's
So I
so
sent some
clear as
more.
day.
There he is.
I
It's
sent some
so
more
clear as
too.
day.
Another chunk of you.
So there's the taking a chunk of you. Then there's Obito is. I said it would be fun to watch the Hokage beg for mercy, but I cannot wait any longer. Obito is now just like the Sage of Six Paths. I can't let him take the lead before I use my trump card. Then the next one, him just being surprised.
I'm
He's
playing the
watching the
Gears.
Infinite Tsukuyomi already. Like he doesn't seem happy when he says it. And then blah blah blah. Is this what you meant about dreams of the far future? Yeah, but one thing is off. When this blah blah blah, this will happen, but the one who shall accomplish this is me. And then at the end, I'm grateful to you, Naruto. You even extracted the Biju from Obito, saving me the trouble of weakening him. Like, he's admitting.
Like
he planned
it's
to do
so
it.
clear as day, Ood. It's so clear. It's so clear.
Let's see what
Every
it is.
single line, every single one. It's so clear he wants to be the one to do it, and that he actually cares that he's the one who accomplishes it.
Like he plans on stopping
Unless you
Obito.
ignore all of this dialogue and say, "Well, my opinion trumps it," then sure.
Oh, absolutely,
so-
that's what
so-
I'm doing.
Can you guys like maybe
Okay.
reiterate? 'Cause I think you've been talking about this for like 30 minutes. Like, what points are you guys making?
Who
The
knows?
point is that Madara intended, if Naruto and everyone didn't stop Obito for him, he was going to stop Obito so that he could launch the Infinite Tsukoyomi himself.
And that he cares about being the one to accomplish the goal of the Infinite Tsukiyomi, and that
Like, that's
he
his
wants
goal.
to be able to do it. And he would be mad if Obito were the one to accomplish it instead of him.
And what's your point, Oodie?
That Madara's not contradicting himself, whereas they think he is.
It's not a contradiction, Oodie.
Because they
The
think he's
point
some
is,
psychopathic maniac who doesn't make any sense at all, apparently.
No,
we
it's
just
not
think
that he
he's a
doesn't make-
narcissist.
No, it's not even that, Oodie. Actually, like, Oodie, real talk, what I think is the most interesting part of Madara's character is his savior complex. I think that's what makes him interesting rather than being boring and actually just
Boring.
wanting
So-
peace
so
for
a
everyone
next
but
parallel
himself.
to
You don't know what
Obito, who
is
also
boring.
had a savior complex.
No, it's boring to you.
No, like literally, that's what makes him so interesting.
To
That's
you,
what makes him more, at least to me, more compelling.
But
Yeah,
no,
there
the
you
let's
fact that
take
he
that away.
has the
Let's take
savior
that away.
complex.
See, Ood is like, oh my god, Ood reminds me of the One Piece community with their agendas. Yikes.
With their
Ignore the story for
agendas.
the sake of an agenda.
The thing
Ignore the
is,
story for the sake of an agenda.
Have you fully integrated into the One Piece community, Sarah?
Almost